When people say, I grew up in Queens, New York, so I'm all about diversity, there's one thing I look for. How diverse are you really? How comfortable are you around people living differently than you, around people from different cultures and different ethnicities? Because Queens is one of the most diverse cities in the entire world. You are surrounded by diversity everywhere in Queens. So if you're not comfortable around diversity and are eliminating diversity today, then that means you probably didn't immerse yourself within diversity. You probably deliberately chose to not diverse yourself with people who are different from you. That was a deliberate choice. You actually have to close yourself off and exclude yourself from others and exclude others from you, which means you probably haven't got a clue on how to create community with people that are different than you. So, if you're an 80-year-old white guy serving as an elected official like the President of the United States, and you say you grew up in Queens and you presently only surround yourself with people who look like you and people who normalize treating people that think and look differently than you as lower class citizens, then you may want to add a disclaimer to your I grew up in Queens facade to make people think you're diverse and say, yeah, I grew up in Queens and I intentionally treated everyone like they were below me, like they were my help. And you may want to add, I only treated people well if I was going to benefit from them. I know you're kind. I experienced your kind in Queens, New York, and lots of other places. And for you to be who you are today, there is no doubt in my mind that you were intentionally selective and exclusive. And that makes me sad because you really missed out on the beauty that comes from diversity. You may think you can say things like, I don't see color, and all these other idiotic things people are falling for. It's a gloss over your supremacist ideologies. But let me tell you, those who know, we know. We know because we see you. We see the people you are choosing. We see who you give favor to over others. And it speaks volumes. But you know what? When it comes down to it, we know that you're really nothing without your puppet masters and your puppet followers. Who are you really without all of that? I mean, you have money, you have power, you're in a good position, but really, who are you without all of that? How many common folk that adore everything about you, how many of them would you really like in real life? Well, you like when they show up to your rallies and you like when they believe everything you say, but the moment they stop supporting you and worshiping the ground you walk on, we all know how you treat them. We all know what happens to them. And that has always spoken volumes about you, your character, and what you really think about people. So when you say, I'm from Queens, of course I'm diverse, I know all I need to know because only those who grew up embracing and immersing themselves in diversity in Queens and everywhere else they go will know exactly who you are and will see right through you. But you want to know what the saddest part of all this is? It's how you've duped people into praising you and desiring you as king. Now that sounds like somebody who uses people for their benefit. And that is something you do very well. And you can be anyone from anywhere to be that person.